I'm Jeremy Fowler with ESPN. I'm here with colleagues Pat McManaman and Coley Harvey. We're live from Cincinnati, where Andy Dalton is still trying to complete a pass. Just a disaster from the Bengals tonight. The Browns 24-3 resounding victory, and we're here to give out some game balls. And we're going to start with you, Pat. Who does your game ball go to tonight?
Well, you get a lot of choices, a lot of possibilities from this game because a lot of people played well. I thought the Browns' defensive front played their best game of the season. I thought they got a lift from Phil Taylor. They blew up a third down and short run early. They put pressure on Andy Dalton. They had 2 sacks of him by the same guy, Desmond Bryant. They also knocked down 2 passes in 1 possession. I thought the defensive front set the tone for the game and led to the turnovers that helped the Browns control the game.
Yeah, they had the Bengals offense clueless really all night from the jump. Coley, you get 1 game ball. This is a stretch any way you cut it, but you got to give out 1. Who does it go to?
Well, you know, I actually scouted on Twitter for some help in the middle of the fourth quarter, and our colleague Nick Wagner, he helped me out with this one. I've got to go off the field because the night was all about Leah Still coming into tonight's ball game. So I'm going with Leah Still for my game ball because of her resiliency, because of her resolve. Her father, Devon Still, of course, a defensive tackle for the Bengals. He talked about her after the ball game, and he said, you know, I credit her for her bravery. I'm so proud of her. He was so excited to see her get an opportunity and get a chance to see him play tonight. So I'm giving her my game ball. On the field, there just was not anything very good for the Bengals tonight. I'm sorry, Bengals fans.
No doubt. Well, that's the best game ball any of us could have given is to Leah Still. And when it comes to the Bengals, 5-3-1 on paper doesn't look all that poor, but obviously things behind the curtain are a lot worse than that. What can we expect from this team in the next 3 weeks when they try to recover with a quarterback performance that was really the worst anybody's seen in a while?
Yeah, you know, and that was one of the big questions Andy Dalton afterward was, well, what happened? You know, and he didn't really have a good answer. I asked him that once. A couple other people asked. He didn't really have a good answer for that. Marvin Lewis said, you know, it was just one of those days. Teams have bad days, players have bad days, but the fact of the matter is this is now the second bad day the Bengals have had in the last month. Of course, they lost 3 weeks ago to the Colts, 27-0. So, you know, that's 2 games in pretty short succession where they haven't scored a touchdown. What they've got to do from here, they've got to get that offense turned around. The defense also is going to be a key, particularly the run defense, which they've been atrocious. 7 straight games giving up 100-yard rushes, rushing totals to teams. So they've got to get that turned around as they go on the road for 3 straight games here the rest of the way.
Yeah, they picked a bad time to have a poor game on prime time. And Pat, this question is simple, but I didn't think I would ask it a month ago. How are the Browns going to handle success down the stretch?
I got to tell you, well, first of all, Leah Still, I think she gets all of our thoughts and prayers. Incredible story, a lot of courage on the entire family's part.
Yeah, no doubt.
For the Browns, I'm almost numb. I mean, I've covered this team for 15 years. I grew up in Cleveland. I've seen the foibles and the follies of the past 15 years. These guys are playing good, consistent, smart football, and now they're starting to put it together as a group. And how are they going to deal with success? Man, if they don't deal with success after the failures they've had, I'd be shocked. I just feel, for the first time in a long time, I feel really good about a team. They put the quarterback thing to rest. They can run the ball. They showed again tonight they can run the ball. Things are coming together. They got to beat Houston. That's the next thing they got to do.
Yeah, it really wasn't one weak spot tonight. The safety Dante Whitner told me that he played with some great 49ers teams. He thinks this defense has a chance to be just as good. That'd be pretty dominant. So from Cincinnati, I'm Jeremy Fowler, Pat McManaman, Coley Harvey signing off. Thanks for joining us.